I'm going to show you the real reasons your remote team doesn't care about your business. And no, it's not because they're lazy, entitled, or unreliable. It's because you never gave them a reason to truly care. And I learned this the hard way after building and almost breaking my remote company by doing what I thought was right. If you've ever felt like your team is checked out, slow to respond, missing deadlines, or already halfway out the door, this might be the most important video you watched this year. Let's get into it. Most founders believe that they can buy royalty with a paycheck. And I thought the same. I paid well, I offer flexible schedules, I gave freedom, but my team still drifted. Some even disappeared. And then it hit me. You don't get loyalty by being nice, you earn it by building buy-in. You want A players who act like owners, but yet you treat them like task monkeys and robots. And this is a mistake I also made in my business because I thought I was giving people a lot of work and a task list, but in reality, I didn't give them the opportunity to come up with solution-driven tasks and let them think outside the box. I controlled everything from the front end to the back end, and it kept on limiting the people I was bringing on because I was bringing on A players, but I was treating them like C players. And that is just unacceptable, and no true A players will ever be okay with that. And remember this, remote loyalty isn't just about pay, it's about what they believe in. Because is money important? Of course it is, obviously. But it's not the only thing an A player cares about. They want to be a part of a business that helps them level up and grow. They want to increase their skills and knowledge. And with that, they become more valuable, and with that, increases their pay. But if you just buy people's loyalty, eventually it's gonna bite you in the ass. Because in the beginning, it might seem like the right thing to do. But in the long term, you cannot buy everybody's loyalty, especially as a startup business. Ownership over tasks. If your team doesn't own the outcome, they won't own responsibility. I used to assign 50 tasks a week. Now I assign one result per role. For example, make sure podcast guests are scheduled and prepped 2 weeks out. Instead of send these 3 emails. I want result-driven people. Now, of course, there is a deadline, and of course, certain tasks need to be completed. However, I don't care about those tasks being done if the ultimate result is not there. And I also don't care if the result took way too long. So there's a deadline within every result. And of course, there are tasks that will be assigned as the result goes on. But we are not task-oriented people. We are result-driven business. And guess what? That's all the businesses in the world. So next was an afterthought for me, and it was a huge mistake, which is culture. Culture cannot be an afterthought. If your only interaction with your team member is pinging them about tasks, you're already losing them. These guys are looking for another job before you know it. We built a culture system that includes weekly wins, monthly shoutouts, clear core values, and core value winners that we choose every single month. We build true relationships with people throughout the interview process, throughout the onboarding process, and throughout the time they're actually here so we can get to know them better. And most importantly, we truly care for one another. We don't just say that, we show that. During birthdays of our team members, we give them half a day off. We've given out bonuses. We've given out certain things that help people understand we truly care about them. Another example is investing into their knowledge or investing into them, right? If you win the core value winner of the month, you get a free dinner on us, and not just a cheap dinner, but $50 dinner that you can take your family and friends to, especially if you live in Colombia or Brazil, you can take a bunch of people to a nice restaurant at that cost. So these are just things that we show people that we care, but we also tell them. What the biggest thing that I see a lot of businesses do is they tell their team members about how much they care, but they never actually show it. And that's a big flaw that consistently happens within businesses. Don't just tell them, show them. And don't just show them, also tell them. And to add to this, onboarding creates loyalty. People don't get loyal in month 6. They get loyal from day 1. And we take onboarding very, very seriously. Not only do we do part one onboarding, we actually have two parts for it. The way we break down onboarding is we have a company-wide onboarding, which every single person goes through, and then we have a role-specific onboarding. Just these two things take between an hour and a half to 2 hours because we cover a lot of ground, whether it's company to-dos and to-not-dos and many other things that we cover, for instance, core values, to the role, which literally breaks down the day-to-day, week-to-week KPIs, how to earn extra commissions, whatever the case may be. It takes a lot of effort, and we go over, one of my favorite things that we go over is dreams. I actually share with every single candidate, whenever I onboard them, whoever onboards them, what is my dream, whether it's with a company and personal dream, and then I have them share their dream with me because I should already know what their dream is based on the interviews that we've had, but we take it one step further by talking about it again because it is something important for me because I want to know people. I don't want to know people. That's the key part. I don't want slaves or robots, right? A slave and a robot, I don't care about your dreams, but you're a human being and you're someone that has ambition and a dream. I want to know it, and I want to see me as your boss, as your colleague, whatever my position is with this person. How do I get you from where you are now to where your dream destination looks like? So our onboarding is very detailed. We also have Loom videos attached to this, scorecards, buddy systems, who to shadow, weekly check-ins, where to submit certain things, our reporting. It is every single thing that a person needs to know about us, especially in the beginning. And this is where the initial loyalty gets created. All right, so once I made these changes, everything shifted. We started attracting more A players, and the A players that started working here stopped leaving. Our turnover rate became non-existent. The only times we ever parted ways is if it was our decision as the company. And many of the A players that were A player performers actually had a lot of leadership capabilities and moved into leadership roles. We actually now have a leadership department where a year ago, that department didn't exist and everything went through me and my business partner. And that is not the way to build a business. We can only go so far with 2 people. And the biggest thing that shifted was performance. Our recruiters started performing better. Our editors started performing better. Our salespeople started performing better. And it's because I got out of the success way. So many business owners and CEOs are in the way of success of other people, not intentionally, but because they want control. They're not good at delegating work. They're not good at building a culture of trust and results. I don't want to micromanage anyone. I never want to micromanage anyone. And I definitely don't want anyone to micromanage me when I was working. So how do you do that? By building trust and by getting results. That is it. That is what people are looking for. But you want to build a company culture that embodies these by the reflection of your core values, by the reflection of your mission and vision, by the reflection of you, whatever you are, the business owner, the manager, the lead, who you are and how you show up in your business, a lot of times reflects on how you show up in your personal life. I don't know many successful business owners that have a terrible personal life. The business owners I'm friends with are successful both in their business and both in their personal life. Now, of course, sometimes you go on a monk mode or you go through changes in your life. It's never going to be perfect. But the people that level up in their business become a higher level in their personal life. So those two things absolutely correlate. And this also then reflects into your business. What type of culture do you want in your business? What type of culture do you want with your friends, right? Are you a person that people listen to, or are you a person that someone continuously steps over? Do you have respect from your peers in your personal life? Do you have respect from your team, right? Are people going behind your back and looking for other friendships? Are people going behind your back and looking for another job? A lot of these things are very reflective of how you are. So how you show up on a daily basis in your personal life and your business will reflect. Now, here's the best part. The best way to avoid this is, number one, is creating the company culture that you're looking for. Number two is by finding people who align with you and have a proven track record. Okay, if you don't have these people, it doesn't matter how good your culture is, because if you hire the wrong people, your culture could be incredible, but these people are not going to get the job done. So you need a great culture, yes, but you also need people that are going to come in and make a difference from day one. A true A player will show you they're an A player from day one. I cannot tell you guys how real that is. I hire people on a regular basis, both internally and for clients. And within the first 1 to 5 business days, we can tell if someone's going to be an A player or if we just made a mistake, or if they're in between where we still don't know about them. But a true A player you will know within the first 24 to 72 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. Now, maybe the first day, sometimes people don't show up incredibly well. They're a little bit shy. They're getting things going. But within a week, you should know that this guy's an A player, right? And I'll make a video about the 3 types of people you should hire, which is an A player, a B player, or a B player that has A player potential. And I'll cover all these on the next video. So if you guys like, comment, subscribe, watch the next video. And if you're looking to hire these A players, right, these people that have potential, these people that can come in and make a difference in your business from day one, head over to omerlatinos.com and speak with our team to see the exact position that you're looking for. We're getting close to hiring 2,000 workers from around the world. And we're looking for businesses on a regular basis that are scaling and want the support of Latinos or Filipinos or even Egyptians. We hire from all over the world. So if that's you and you're looking for that A player, head over again to omerlatinos.com. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Os.